Well, the O'Briens here have been making hurleys in Tipperary since about the mid-1930s, I think. Started with my grandfather, J.J. O'Brien. He would have made hurleys for everyone from the Rattler to Nicky English and these guys. And then my father, Ger O'Brien, made hurleys. And I continue it on now, Johnny O'Brien. People know me as Johnny B. We're here on the Tip Road in Cahir making hurleys by hand, pretty much the same way we've always done. This old workshop here has been here since 1845. The thatched roof is still underneath the galvanised there, and we make them by hand. We use the bandsaw, the spoke shaves and the plane, sand it down, finish them the same way we've always done. Well, the first thing you're looking for is the right piece of ash. When you go to the forest and you cut down the tree, you're looking for clean along the handle, a nice curve at the toe for the boss. Irish ash is young and healthy. It's got a greeny grey bark. It's beautiful and fast growing. Gives it life. It's a hardwood, but it's still flexible. You cut it to shape on the bandsaw. Keep your cuts smooth. Makes it easier to finish. You follow the natural curve and straight up along the handle. When you're thinning the hurley, you're starting to put life into it. You're starting to put shape into it. You're leaving it thick at the heel so a player can get a good thick long strike out of the ball. If he's a defender, he might want a bit of extra meat on the bone, a bit extra timber on it. Bit more life into the handle, no flat edges, it's all curved, it's all got life and spring in it. We plane it down to straighten it up a little bit on the electric plane. The handwork is where you really put life into it. With the plane, you take out any humps or hollows. With the spoke shave, you curve the handle perfectly. In particular about my handles, you can hurl with no grip on this. The spoke shave is where you really put life and spring into a hurley. It never breaks around the tape here. You put a lot of life and spring into it there. Even spring like a bow and arrow all the way, but leaving plenty of timber in the heel for a good cut or a good strike. She's a bit heavy. Every county has their own shape of hurley, their own style of hurley. Mostly the difference is two-dimensional, it's just a trace. The Cork lads like the big heel. Ben and Jerry started that. They were always running with the ball. The Kilkenny lads are straight up the back. The Waterford lads have more of a rounded boss on theirs. And this is our Tipperary shape. Hard to describe, I suppose, but it's what Tipperary people like. It's straight in the handle, slight heel on it, and a good sized boss. Then you go into Clare or Dublin, the city boys like a bigger boss again. Now, most people buy hurleys within their own county. A lot of my customers will be Tipperary, Limerick, plenty of hurling in North Kerry, some of the dubs. The Kilkenny lads don't buy them out of pure spite. A lot of people call into their shop here, they like to pick out their own hurley. It's a very personal thing. You want to make sure the weight and the balance, the spring, the handle, it's all exactly the way you want it. You want to get it banded, double banded, gripped, all that stuff. People like to call in, pick out their own hurley. A lot of clubs, South Tipperary, West Tipperary, into Limerick. That's the shape people like my hurleys there. They like, and if they're able to use them, I'm happy to give it to them. So I think if Tip can get a hold of Richie Hogan, you have to ask, is it worth man marking him? Would you take Carl Bard out just to harass him and wreck his head all day? Or, you know, does that create space for someone else? It's hard to know. I think it's going to be a super battle, and please God, we'll be having a right homecoming in Thurles on Monday.
Tip, 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 tip. We're throwing a party for Lee McCarthy. High balls are dropping. The terraces.